Hey guys, Cal here again from KR Sabers. This is one of my builds that I finished sort of last week, but I'd just been waiting on some stuff to come back from the metal platers. This is a SolosHold 4-switch saber, or it's named the 4-switch saber, but it's based on Asajj Ventress from the Clone Wars. This is the hilt here. It was part of a limited run that was done by SolosHold over on Imperial Royal Arms forums, and he had made a prototype of the saber. But instead of people sort of, I mean, most people would think traditionally to make a curved hilt, it would either be a bent aluminium tube, or if it was a slightly odder shape, it would be cast from aluminium. But what SolosHold did is actually design it in such a way that the whole thing is entirely CNC machined. So none of these parts are cast, none of them are stock tube that's been bought and then bent. You'll see how the profile of the saber's square, just like it is in the cartoon. So this time, instead of actually, like I said, bending it from existing tubes or existing materials, it started off as one solid bit of aluminium, and then material just be chopping away. SolosHold owns, or well, works with CNC machines, part of his family CNC machines, and yeah, took on the chance and took on the sort of challenge of making a run of these sabers. Because they were machined all from big solid blocks of aluminium, they were expensive lightsabers to get. I think the run was about sort of 25 to 30 sabers, but like I said, it was completely limited run. There's, as far as I know, no plans on them being made again, and essentially you have one half. So you have one half here, and then you have this piece, which you can see the sort of spine down the base of it. You have this piece there, which is then bolted on top, and it's retained by this very nice pommel. So when you want to get SD card access to the saber, it comes with all the Allen keys and everything. You just undo the cover tech. I'll show you now. So the good thing about this is that it was very easy to install. There was 3D printed, it's like a skeleton, 3D printed skeleton for it, that you could get as part of the run, and it would hold the electronics very nicely. And because technically you're soldering it from like inside the saber, although it was a bit of a cram through operation, it was fine really, because you didn't have to have wires coming out the bottom and then sort of soldering it and then putting it in. It was all done sort of inside the saber, and then you cover it. So you've got the pommel here, and you just sort of, how did I do it? I did it like with a bit of pressure here, because I don't want to yank it out. Let me just show you how I did it. Yeah, so I hold it and then you push it like that, and it will just come off. I just don't want to yank it. So you've got the wires, you'll see the SD card there, just in there, and it's sandwiched between some ESD safe foam, and then you've got this area for the recharge port, because that's where the recharge port is. So when you're done with your choosing your fonts, etc., just push it back on, then you get your cover tech and you screw it back on there, and the speaker is just in front of this grill. I don't know if you can see it in the light, so it's really nice and loud. And yeah, so the two switches, it's got 18350 7.4 volt pack, crystal focus 7.5. The LED is a tri-rebel deep red cool white, so it gives a really nice Sith look, and it's just got the stock fonts on there. When you get the hilt, it is in a machined finish. So the reason why it took me a while before I did the video was I was waiting on this grill to come back from the anodizers, because I had it anodized black, and then I went over it on my nylon abrasive wheel to give it sort of a weathered look. And then one of the longest parts of this build was masking it out for the powder coating, because I think SolosHold and some other installers who did those, like Obi Shane, used sort of like a enamel, baked on enamel. I wanted to do powder coating just because I'm a fan of powder coating really, and masked it all out and had it black powder coated. And then I decided to go for a weathering option. I mean, if you see Asajj Ventress in the comics, or not the comics, sorry, the Clone Wars, she's got sort of a dirty, rustic sort of looking saber. It's been through a lot of battle, and I wish I had a pair of them, because SolosHold did make pairs, and he did make a coupler for it so that you could put them together to make that really cool sort of S shape, but I only managed to get one. I got it off my friend Watchmaker Lamb, so thanks to him for deciding to sell that to me. And then I had made the red bit up here like the comic books, and not the comic books, sorry, the Clone Wars, and did some weathering on it with just some black paint and a cloth, and gave it sort of a real rustic look. So I think that's everything about the Saber. So yeah, you've got your recharge port, speaker, Crystal Focus 7.5 by PlecterLabs, best soundboards you can get, and Tri-Rebel deep red white. And it's a really comfortable Saber to hold. I mean, you just put it in your hand and you just know that if you were to whack it against something, just nothing would happen to it. And you've got your activation switch there. See how like sensitive the Crystal Focus is, like just like that. So it's definitely very evil looking. So I'll do a blade demo and I'll show you a bit more about it. So yeah, just got the blade on the stand at the moment, and it's broad daylight here in England, and I'll show you the Saber. So that's the deep red LED which you can see there. It's traditionally sort of the reds can show up quite orangey on camera, but you can see here how sort of deep the actual colour is. So I'm a big fan of these LEDs. Got flash on crash. And the lock-up sounds there, and I'll just pick up and show you something. So you got, it's so responsive, the Crystal Focus. We'll go through some of the sound fonts now.
Sound bank selection.
The Old Republic, Crucible, The Old Republic, Malign, Shoto.
So Shoto is a good sound font. And the Crystal Focus has a combo sound as well, so I think if I try and... So you can hear sort of the combo sounds there. So if you're spinning it quite a lot, I can't do it because I'll hit something, but you can hear the sounds there. It's got lock-up sounds. So there's a Crystal Focus 7.5 by PlecterLabs. He's just announced a Crystal Focus 8, which has even better features like the delayed ignition for Kylo Ren. He calls it Trident, so looking forward to getting some of those. And yeah, just to take the blade out, it's just like this. Has a blade retention screw, obviously, but I've just got a normal blade in there for now. I'll show you what I mean by the combo sound. So you can see it's on now. So a really nice feature. And I've got quite big hands anyway, but you can see sort of how this is nice to just single wield. So yeah. So that is the Saber in a nutshell, guys. If you want to find out more information about the Saber, I'll put a link in the description for SolosHold website and the forum thread where you can find out some information. It shows some videos on how it was made. There's also actually like a short documentary about it, showing how all the machining was done. So definitely go and have a look at that. It's really interesting. And yeah, I'll also put a link to the PlecterLabs website so you can find out more information about what the Crystal Focus can do, and also keep an eye out for the upcoming version 8. And thanks again for watching, guys. If you want to see more videos, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if you like the video, give the video a like. If you don't, give it a dislike. It's completely up to you. And yeah, I'll see you on the next Saber video. Thanks for watching.